And this is Ken Kraetzer talking business. I have the pleasure of talking today with Richard Goldsmith of Horah Group up in Pleasantville, New York, a colleague in direct marketing for many years. And Dick, great to have you with us today, talking a little bit about what we see going on in the direct marketing world. How about if we start by if you just tell us a little bit about your career in direct marketing?
Sure, Ken. Thank you. Nice to be here. I started in 1978 in this industry after being a computer programmer and systems analyst for 10 years. And I went to work for a web printer that had a plant in Chicago in their New York sales office. And mostly what we sold at that time was insert cards for magazines and letters, two-color letters and order cards for direct mail. And my clients wanted me to supply them with other things. They needed continuous forms, they needed envelopes, they needed short-run printing. And this printer couldn't do any of that. So I started my own company that started January 1st, 1982, so 35 years ago, and that was the Horah Group. And we are a direct mail production agency. So I've been doing that now for 35 years.
Dick, that's great. You've seen a lot of changes in the field over the years as we certainly move towards digital. What are some of the key areas of expertise that you have and your company has and provides to clients?
Well, but as I said, we are a direct mail production agency, and that is our area of expertise. A lot of companies do a few direct mail campaigns a year and don't have the staff internally to do that, and that's where we come in. And what we do is we help our clients design direct mail packages that are cost-effective and yet hopefully stand out from the crowd, look different than the mailbox, and therefore are more responsive in terms of how many people say, yes, I want it, or here's some money, thanks for contacting me.
Absolutely. Now, we see, it's certainly been a lot of changes with the Postal Service and a switch to more and more online. But what are some of the case examples? Do you have a case example of a successful print mail campaign?
Well, I think that most recently, one of my clients, which is a nonprofit client, was working with a very large direct marketing agency. And large agencies charge large fees because they have large overhead. And they didn't want to continue paying those large fees and said, let's bring it in-house. And so I worked with them all through 2013 to do all their production of many campaigns, usually probably about 20 over the whole year, so that all of it was done by them, really, and we handled the printing and the mailing and making sure all the components were going to work. And they were able to accomplish their goal of bringing it in-house, saving a lot of money. And the good part of that is the money they saved could then be used to help further the mission that they have.
Okay, very good. And certainly a lot of changes in the marketplace. In the fourth quarter, online sales increased tremendously. Some of the retailers struggled. What are some of the keys you see for marketers to successfully reach their clients and customers?
Well, I think what everybody's talking about these days, and I agree with, is multi-channel marketing, and this is true for direct mail as well. And it's not new. I mean, if you think back years ago when Publishers Clearinghouse was in their heyday, just around Christmas time before they launched their big direct mail campaigns, there was one commercial after another on television to watch your mailbox and watch for the prize patrol. And they still do that today. They still see ads for the prize patrol going out there. So that was multi-channel. That was, using television to promote what's coming in the mail. These days, we've gotten more sophisticated than that in terms of integrating other channels together. You might send somebody a URL in a mailing that's unique to them, and if they enter that URL into their computer, it'll take them directly to a web page that says, "Hi, Ken," and the order form's already pre-populated with your address and other information that they might need. We're also doing that now with mobile, integrating mobile by using what I call perkies, personalized keywords. So in the mail, you send someone a personalized keyword, and when they text that keyword in, you know who it is who's responding. You can pre-fill an order form. You can say thanks for your order if the offer is worded correctly. But you have that multi-channel capability. And the big thing that I see now more and more is augmented reality, where you send somebody something in print. I've seen it in a lot of magazines already. You download an app into your phone, and you can take that phone, wave it over the page, let's say, and get a lot more information, bring the page to life. IKEA has done it in their catalogs, where you can now have an image of a couch or a coffee table, and then you can place that, show it around your room and see how that piece of furniture is actually going to look in your room.
So, Dick, I see a lot of good local retailers, organizations, fundraisers, charitable organizations sort of struggle with reaching their customers, staying in touch. If you were working with a local retailer or organization, what would be some of the points of advice you might have for them about communicating effectively with their customers or even their donor base?
Okay, if it's a customer or a donor, so somebody that organization already knows, whether it's a retailer or a nonprofit, then probably the best way to communicate with them these days is with email, because it is the most cost effective. And if you get an email from somebody you know, you're going to respond. If you're looking for new customers or you're looking for new donors, the best way to communicate with them these days, I believe, is still direct marketing and direct mail. There are programs the Postal Service has. If you have a small business and you just have a local customer base, called Every Door Direct Mail, which makes it easy for people to put out direct mail campaigns. You're sending to everybody in a particular neighborhood. If you have to be more targeted, then there are a lot of companies out there that can help you to create targeted direct mail campaigns. But mail is still very responsive. Mail still provides the best return on investment for getting new customers.
Very good. Dick Goldsmith from the Horah Group in Pleasantville, New York. Thank you. Pleasure always to see you. And we'll do this again.
Good. Thank you.
This is Ken Kraetzer, Talking Business.